I've studied hundreds of Etsy shops to find the 7 best niches that will actually help you succeed and make money in 2025. But before we get into these niches, take a look at this shop. This is an Etsy shop that opened only 3 months ago that already has over 3,000 sales and is making approximately 2,000 sales per month. And if you look at their revenue, they've made approximately $50,000 in the 3 months that they've been selling. But compare that with this shop that's also 3 months old, but that's only been able to make 25 sales and approximately $600 of revenue with over 1,200 listings for sale. When you compare that to the first shop that has only 500 listings for sale, it's clear that they're doing something a lot better. They posted half the products, but made 90 times the revenue in the same 3 months' time. So how is it that one shop with half as many listings can make so much more selling a very similar product to the exact same customer base? The answer is with the niche that they're targeting. By targeting trending and profitable niches, they're able to create product listings that bring in hundreds and thousands of dollars per month. So if you want to make money from your Etsy shop, it becomes super important to target the right niche, because you can put the same amount of effort into a shop selling very similar products. But if those products are in a low-paying niche, you might only make a few dollars or nothing at all, while products in high-paying niches can make you hundreds of dollars a day. Your niche plays a very important role in the amount of money that you can make on Etsy, which is why I've put together this list of the 7 best niches that you can target this year. I'm going to show you examples of some of the newest and most successful shops targeting these niches, and I'll show you how you can replicate their success. At least that's the goal, so let's get it. We'll start with the first and one of the best-selling niches, AI portraits. This is probably one of the easiest products to make, and it can also make a lot of money. Now, this is an AI twist on an all-time best-selling niche of making custom portraits. And we can already see examples of shops like Nook Nest Designs, who since June of this year has already sold over 600 of these custom portraits made with AI. They're averaging an estimated $3,000 a month, which is likely almost all profit considering this product is a digital download. Another great example is this shop R&B, who with only 16 listings in their shop has been able to sell nearly 200 of their AI comic books, which are based on an image that the customer uploads. Now, this product is priced a little bit higher, probably since it takes the shop owner a little bit more time to create, but they're still bringing in an estimated $7,000 a month, and they've only been open for business 5 months in total. The beauty of this niche is that AI allows you to sell something that would traditionally take hours of painting or Photoshop work and create it using AI and still get a result that customers love. Some of the all-time best-selling shops that sell this exact type of product offer it as a digital file download or a physical print, which you can offer to customers using a print-on-demand partner like Printify, who lets you sell these exact same posters for between $5 to $8 plus about $6 of shipping. Meaning, if we're able to charge $63 for a poster and deduct, say, $20 for the poster cost itself plus Etsy fees, we'd still be left with a $43 profit per sale. The best part is that you don't have to be a design expert to make this work. With tools like Midjourney, you're able to have AI do almost all the work for you, creating a bunch of different styles of custom portrait. This makes it a lot easier for you to create consistent AI portraits for people in this niche. As for the score, there's a little bit of a learning curve in actually using the AI to come up with quality portraits. So for ease of product creation, I'd say this one is a little harder at a 4 out of 10. But on the other hand, there's a lot of profit to be made here, so I give earning potential a 7 out of 10. But that brings us to the second niche on the list, which is hands down the fastest way to grow your shop in 2025, which is the niche of hitting subscribe. Politics and protest. We all know that people buy products based on their emotions, and for some people, there might not be a more emotional niche than politics. This is a sub-niche that you can use on products like apparel. And the cool part about it is that this niche is unique in the fact that it's seasonal around things like election cycles. It's trending depending on current events around the world. Plus, this is one of the only niches that is truly global and everyone around the world is affected by it. New shops like this one that opened only 3 months ago are using political themed designs on the t-shirts they sell. and they're already making an estimated $30,000 a month in just their first 3 months in business. But there's a lot more of these shops like this one, where they're selling political and protest shirts that target both political parties here in the US. They didn't even necessarily pick one side or the other to target, since both sides are equally passionate. Now, although they do have other products for sale, there's no doubt that adding political and protest niche shirts to their shop has helped them reach the point that they've gotten to. If you search ListingView's Etsy listing database for the word protests, and we filter out these results by monthly sales, you can see that many of these t-shirts targeting this protest niche are already making thousands of dollars, and many of them were posted only within the last few months. This is a sub-niche that you would add to a product catalog. So if you're running a print-on-demand apparel shop selling t-shirts or sweatshirts, this can be a perfect niche to add some extra sales and hop on trends. Plus, tools like ListingView can help you stay up on exactly what type of trends and political products are working best so that you can imitate their success in your own shop. Simple text-based designs like this one can sell for around $23 when you add up the product and the shipping cost they're charging. So if you're using Printify as your print-on-demand production partner, it only costs about $13 to get the t-shirts printed and shipped, which means you can make around $10 or maybe $8 of profit per sale after fees selling this exact same type of product. As for the score, this is a super easy niche to target as long as you're making relevant and trending designs. So for ease of product creation, I'd say that this one gets an 8 out of 10. Plus, when you consider that with every new political trend or protest that emerges, the competition resets back to zero since it's brand new, and there's a lot of profit that you can make here. So for earning potential, I give it a 9 out of 10 as well, for an average score of 8.5 out of 10. Now, the next niche we have on the list is one of the all-time best-selling niches on all of Etsy. It's a part of a $900 billion industry: weddings. Talking about niches that people are passionate about and spend a lot of money for, there's around 2.4 to 2.5 million weddings just in the United States per year, with the average couple spending around $36,000 on it. On Etsy is the exact same story. If you run a quick ListingView search for the wedding niche, you can see that many of the products here are making tens of thousands of dollars per month. And the products do range pretty widely, from embroidered hoodies and sweatshirts with anniversary Roman numerals on them, to digital downloads for bar menus, like this one that's currently making around $2,000 a month. Again, that's likely mostly profit since it's a digital product. And this one happens to only be listed 5 months ago and has already made an estimated $13,000 in that time. The cool thing about this niche is how versatile it is. Because if you want to sell print-on-demand sweatshirts, ornaments, digital downloads, or you make something handmade custom from your house, you can sell it in this niche. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, and you're right, because there's a lot of competition in this niche since the products are evergreen and tend to sell for years on end. But the key to breaking into this niche is by studying which individual new products are posted for sale and then trying to replicate those best sellers in your own way in your own shop. This is one of the all-time best-selling niches, but it does come with a lot of competition, which means you need some unique angle with your products. And you'll have to do a little bit more research to figure out what's trending, which means for ease of product creation, this niche gets a 4 out of 10. That said, if you're able to break into this niche, it's one of the most profitable and most evergreen niches to sell in. So for earning potential, it gets a 9 out of 10. But that brings us to the next niche on the list: website templates. If you want to go with a completely digital product, this is one of the most profitable niches you can target on Etsy. More and more people every single year need a website to post their portfolio or show off their work and their business. Most people, despite what a lot of us chronically online people will think, don't actually know how to set up a visually pleasing website on their own. That's exactly why shops like this one that opened up 5 months ago are already bringing in consistent sales every month. They have a few of these best-selling website templates, and some of them are estimated to bring in thousands of dollars. Again, mostly profit since it's digital, and the overall shop is estimated to have brought in around $50,000 in the last 5 months that it's been open for sale. And that's not even the only one, because there's other website templates like this one for online coaches who want to use Squarespace for their website. and it's estimated to bring in around $1,500 a month. And the shop that sells this template is selling it along with a bunch of other website templates that are all bringing in around $6,000 a month. The cool part about this product is that you not only get pretty good at designing professional websites, which is a really valuable skill, but you can also offer the exact same templates for sale on other marketplaces. If you make a Squarespace website template, you can list it for sale on Squarespace's marketplace too. If you make a website template in Framer, you can sell it right inside of Framer's template marketplace. Some sellers on these marketplaces are able to make thousands of dollars a month selling these website templates. That's why this niche is not only useful, but it's more valuable than some of the others. So for the score on this niche, since it will take you a little bit longer to learn the skill of how to actually build out these templates if you don't already know, the ease of product creation gets a 3 out of 10. But if you are able to break into this niche, you can make a good amount of money. So I give the earning potential an 8 out of 10. But with that, the next niche on the list is going to be one that everyone is familiar with. It's one of the best evergreen niches to post products for sale in, and that's the life milestones niche. Every time someone goes through a major life milestone, like a birthday or getting a new job, moving, or even retiring, they buy stuff and people give them gifts for making it to that milestone. There's several different sub niches that you can target here, but take for example this mug that targets the retirement niche. It was posted only 3 months ago, and in that time, it's been able to bring in over 200 sales or around $4,000 a month. There's a lot of similar products to this, like this mug that's bringing in sales every single day. When you add their shipping charge and their product charge together, it costs around $18.11 to buy this retirement themed mug, which we could go create our own design for and then sell using Printify as our supplier for only $10.67, leaving us with a $7.44 profit per sale. Now, that might not seem too crazy, but if each of our product listings sold around 133 times per month like this product, we would only need 10 listings like that in our shop to make a great income. There's a bunch of other life milestone products that also do really well if you didn't feel like selling mugs, like this graduation sweatshirt for nurses that's making around $3,000 a month, or this custom house portrait for someone that just moved that you could definitely make using AI. The thing about this niche is that whenever someone reaches a life milestone, not only do they tend to buy products, but people buy gifts for them, creating even more emotion around the purchase. So although it might not seem that special to you on the outside, someone out there wants to buy a gift for their coworker who's getting a new job. You can target this niche with almost any product you're selling, and there's a ton of milestone products that you can make. So for ease of product creation, this niche gets a 9 out of 10. The only drawback here is that you will end up making more of these products for your shop, and you'll end up targeting more of these sub niches within the life milestones niche. But I'd still give the earning potential here a 7 out of 10, which brings us to niche number 6 on the list, and that's creating worksheets. Now, Etsy has always been a place where people can buy and sell templates for things like worksheets, but these are starting to become a lot more popular. This is a fairly new shop that only has 2 listings here on Etsy. And with those 2 listings, they've already brought in over 1,000 sales. They're selling these cursive handwriting practice sheets, and you can see that they're extremely popular. Just from the 2 listings in this shop, they're making around $2,000 a month. And again, since it's a digital download, almost all profit. This listing is another great example of these types of worksheets. They're targeting the therapy niche. And since they're selling a larger pack of these worksheets here, it's priced a bit higher, but it's still selling really well. This is a niche where you get to add your own specialty to the product. If there's something that you're able to teach better than anyone else can, offering a worksheet or a workbook teaching how you can do it can be really helpful. Creating products in this niche is entirely based on what you have to teach and your ability to put it into a digital or print-on-demand product that people can buy. For that reason, since it does depend on your existing skills, I give the ease of product creation a 5 out of 10. And for the earning potential, I also give this niche a 5 out of 10. Now, a little pro tip for you is that you need a niche that you can sustain for the long term, that you actually like creating products for, because otherwise you won't stay consistent. And that's the only thing that truly determines your long-term success. But that brings us to the final, and one of my favorite and one of the best niches to list products for sale in, and that's the niche of custom products. On Etsy, products that have personalization enabled sell at least 3 times better. You can see this for yourself using a tool like Listing View. If you search for any type of product and you filter out the results to see the products that are making the most amount of sales each month, you'll notice a good number of those products have personalization enabled. This is because personalization on a product creates an emotional connection with your buyer. Instead of just selling a sweatshirt that has a nice design that nurses would like, allowing the buyer to personalize the product with their name on it makes it much more profitable, and it increases your buyer conversion rate. This works whether they're customizing just a portion of the design, like a name. It works if you're offering simple text customization, where the customer just tells you what they want the text to say. It works if you offer the ability for customers to send images that cover the entire product. And it even works if you want to target small businesses who want to get their logo printed on the product you're offering. The crazy part is that simple custom products like this t-shirt are selling for around $23.64 if you add up the product and shipping cost. And since it only costs $13.03 to get it printed and shipped from Printify, you're left with a $10 profit on every sale you make. So when listings like these sell hundreds of times a month and dozens of times a day, this specific listing could be making over $400 of profit per day. Again, the cool part about this niche is that you don't have to be a professional designer, since the customer is telling you what they want the design to be. They give you the saying or the images that need to go on the product. And what's even cooler is that you can automate an entire shop selling custom products just like this. I actually made a full tutorial covering exactly how you can do this for yourself. So after you make sure that you're subscribed, you can go check out that video next. For ease of product creation and overall profitability, this niche is hands down one of the best that you can create products for.